go. Let it go, baby. Let it go. Let it
What
go.
up, what
let
up,
it
what
go.
up?
Welcome. Welcome back, everyone. You fucking savages of the wrestling world. You assholes of the wrestling world. You real people of the wrestling world. Yes, you are back for another episode of the No Sell Podcast. I am Dean. That over there is Florida Geo right now. Sun's out, guns out, because he's down in the South. You see me, I have this wonderful hoodie because I'm in the Northeast. It is what it is. We're not here to talk about all that. You know what we're here to talk about? Some of that wrestling. There we go. Now, I have a question for you, Gio.
Go on.
Because I myself have not had a chance to look at the Dark Side of the Ring this week. I don't know. Have you?
No, I did not. I've been in crunch time, and this is the first time school. I'm like, oh shit! I was able to watch wrestling in a timely manner.
Nice. Yeah. We've been kind of talking about this like the whole week. Usually we kind of wait because you got to take a little time to watch the Drek. But you know, listen, this has been some pretty good stuff as of lately.
Yeah.
So now listen. So we have. So hold on. What the hell is this? Oh, okay. I was about to say this doesn't make any sense. My format was a little off. All right. Let's get into it for Raw. Let's just come right out the gate. We got good old Bobby versus the good old Biggie Langston. Good match. I figured it set up the Hurt Business versus the New Day, but I'm confused now because did we just get the Hurt Business back for the one night for this angle? Because obviously the New Day were drafted. You know, who knows what's going to happen with Bobby Lashley and if the Hurt Business still together. Big E is obviously still be on Raw, but will Bobby even still be on Raw? Like, I don't know. I'm confused.
I don't understand what they're doing with it because it just seems like it was a kind of like a one and done. Because where the hell have they been? They disbanded them for reasons I don't know. I thought it was a really good group that they had, right? Like it worked.
And Bobby Lashley fucked them. Like, and here's the thing though, when they got disbanded, Bobby Lashley fucked them up. And I don't have an issue with Bobby Lashley doing Bobby Lashley things, but the problem is, why would these two grown men, after they got the shit beat out of them, now go back to the guy who just beat the shit out of them? Like,
that's why I think it was just a quick thing to look cool. It makes no. It's like when the Undertaker used to fuck over Paul Bearer all the time, like it was like enough time passed by. It's like, okay, they're back together. You know what I mean? Like, remember, Undertaker buried him, put him in cement, did all this type of shit. And then Paul Bearer was with Kane. Like, you know what I mean? It was understandable enough time, but it's only been how many months that the Hurt Business has been.
Exactly. And then on top of that, though, like Paul Heyman he was a manager. He's not viewed as a wrestler. So why would he make sound choices and decisions in those regards? Of course, he would try to stick himself to like the biggest and main event star to keep himself in that. Like, he's a manager, and then plus they got the familiar, like, you know, ties, you know, because of wrestling. But then when I was excited for the Hurt Business, but now, especially with the draft, I'm a little confused about like what's gonna happen with them. But I guess we'll see. This first match was pretty good. Not for nothing, Big E and Bobby Lashley can go for two big guys. It's not like the stereotypical big guy fight. Like, they're able to fucking fight, but then also able to like actually kind of get into it a little bit.
What about that slap that Big E threw? I was like, oh shit.
Big E has been taking some liberties and some slaps with Bobby. I feel like Bobby, he's just slapping the dog. Like, Bobby's like, yeah, now you can hit me. And Big E's like, okay, and then just fucking slaps him from fucking all the way to hell. Like I said, great match. Wasn't really not too much for me per se to talk about, just because you see what's happening on Smackdown. I am just a little confused in general with what's going on. So I you know, it is what it is with me for this.
It seems unorganized. It's fun, it's entertaining, but it's just very, very unorganized. It's like you're captivated by these storylines, but a lot of them are not going to mean anything in the next couple weeks because of all the movements. So no shit, Big E is going to stay on Raw. We kind of knew that already. They're not going to put him with Roman Reigns again on SmackDown. You know what I mean? So Bobby Lashley, he's obviously going to stay on Raw. Then, you know, the whole Goldberg thing's to be. But the problem I have is like Bobby Lashley for the past 2.5, 3 weeks has been taking way too many L's. He's been losing match after match after match, and he's supposed to be. What's his nickname again, Bobby Lashley?
The Almighty.
the almighty. He's not looking very almighty right now, and it's
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you because it's kind of classic WWE booking in the sense of yeah, he's taking L's, but then we also got to remember who he's taking L's to and the way that he's taking L's. So, like last week, I was like you, like kind of like upset, like, and I still am. Like, 'cause I would wish he would do more destruction after he loses, kind of sort of thing. But I think that Bobby will be fine ultimately because what I can see end up happening is that, once Bobby gets over this Goldberg situation, which we'll talk about later with Goldberg's promo, because that was really one hell of a promo by Goldberg that I personally enjoyed. But I think once we get out of that, you're gonna get Bobby into something. You know what I mean? Like Bobby's gonna be back into it. He's got the Hurt Business. Maybe we get some Hurt Business versus Hit Row. Oh no, I'm sorry. Those Hit Rows on SmackDown. We'll talk about that later. But like I don't know. I think I think that they're able to get some meaningful feuds for Bobby. Like for instance, one feud that kind of like pops up out of me that I think that Bobby could go over with, especially with Bobby taking some L's lately, and this guy being able to kind of, I think would be a good fresh matchup would be Edge versus Bobby.
Yeah, I agree too because
I think that would be a good because that's a main event feud that he doesn't need to. To me, what Edge represents, I feel as if Edge is supposed to go to the show that has a ton of talent that you necessarily don't want to interact, and he's supposed to kind of interact with main event talent to keep them out of the title picture without anyone being none the wiser, and then diminishing that talent, keeping them.
He's like a co-main event kind of guy right now, and there's nothing. And I'm not saying that in a negative, like he doesn't.
It's a great thing.
No, it is 1,000% because because of his age and where he's at in his career, it's almost like in MMA when people just want money fights, where they're the end of the road, end of their career. So he's making good storylines and good and superstars from his name. He like Seth Rollins was already a star, so it was cool kind of what they did, but it's kind of I'm glad that it's like running, it's over. You know what I mean? Well, it's almost over. Hopefully,
we'll talk
after
about
watching SmackDown. I was like, okay.
What? I loved it. We'll talk about that later.
No, I liked it, but I'm glad that it's coming to an end because, like, how many matches are you gonna have now? Because remember, Edge did that already last year with Randy Orton with like that match they had, the no holds barred match, and then they had a regular wrestling match. It's like, how many repeats are we gonna have with Edge?
Well, no,
too much.
I like it because it keeps these. It's one, able to keep a main event guy fresh, and two, I think that it's funny for me. It's like once you get past the first match that Edge has with the person, it's going to be the super long one where you're just like, God damn it. After you get past, like, because the build up to that match is always great. That match for me always goes a little bit too long, but everything after that match, it's fucking butter. Like everything is the only speed bump to me in any of Edge's programs is always the first actual match because it's like, God damn, it's too long. But everything else is butter, and I expect nothing else. I would love to see him and fucking Bobby Lashley mixing it up to kind of keep Bobby out of that main event scene, but able to keep that main event, shine on him, and then allow him to kind of transition back in when
And Edge would be able to take that L. I think Edge putting Bobby over would be great.
Yes, because you need Bobby looking good because eventually we have free agent Brock Lesnar. You need Bobby and Brock.
Yep.
And then, of course, to do that, you're gonna have to keep that shine and that luster on Bobby. But I do think that WWE is also seeing that because remember, I think they signed Brock Lesnar to a 1.5-year deal. Is it 2.5-year deal? Something like that. So there's a year and a half. So that's more than enough time for you to be able to fucking. Here's the question. Because there was some reports online, for people who read dirt sheets. Mm-hmm. That have said, and who knows, take it for a grain of salt. You never know what people are fucking reporting for true or fact, who their sources are, what they say is. But allegedly, they want to plan a passing of the torch moment to kind of Brock Lesnar, right? Now, what I'm stating is that, if you look at everyone who would do well with the passing of the torch moment, and you've already kind of seen him become a monster once, and you can easily make him a bigger monster again to have someone in the organization beat him to really get that shine. I think that Bobby Lashley is the perfect person to do that. If you're going to get, and I understand people are going to say, Bobby's 44 years old, but that's fine. Bobby gets the rub from beating Brock, and you keep that shine on Bobby because he's shown now in this first run, in this first WWE championship run, Bobby's shown that he was fucking money. Bobby is showing you his money. People aren't tuning out of his fucking segments. They're fucking tuning in. And you thought he didn't have any personality. We fixed that. We got MVP. And then on top of that, for somehow the MVP shit has rubbed off on Bobby. So you're able to see him now interact with people and shit better. You have Bobby go over fucking Brock. And then you build up a guy. Y'all already know who's fucking jock we fucking this show has been on collectively. Fucking Damian Priest. You build up that fucking savage. And then you really let him fucking slay a dragon. You get a dragon slayed. And then Vince, before I let you go and I'm shut the fuck up. And then Vince, you get your Latino superstar. Because people have realized that motherfuckers are trying to, like, age is nothing anymore. So fucking, yeah, you make a superstar out of fucking Damian Priest when he's like, I don't know, you make him that guy like around 38, 39, he's 37 now. You make him that guy 38, like 39, let's say. You're going to get another easily good main event. Fucking 3 to 4 years out of this man. Look at how he keeps himself in shape, and he'll still be able to go at a high level before you. Then, but by the time you're looking to tether him off, he would have already. It would be time. It would be perfect.
And with him, with Damian Priest, is like he evolves too. That's what's cool, is because remember he never looked this good physically. Remember in the Indies and stuff, he was chunky still and all that stuff, right? The thing is with Brock Lesnar putting
Damian Priest is aggressively attractive in the way I normally don't even compliment other men like that.
It's the Nuyorican. It's the Nuyorican.
He's fucking he did something. Even the hair was like, I don't like the hair, but it works with you, bud.
With you, bud. I don't know, when he does his little seizure thing in the ring, I'm like, okay, one's enough, but 3, I'm like, hey, unless you got some sparklers behind you, it kind of looks like, all right, Jeff Hardy, you know. Like the arrow's cool, you know what I mean, with the name. I like that, but I'm cool with. I like that, because like at the end of the line, it's hard because Damian Priest is also old as well. He's 39 years old. Bobby Lashley, we know, is a different type of 45. If Lesnar's
not 45, I think Bobby's only like 42 or 43.
All right, true, give or take, but he's still there, right?
Look at him. You got some more. Yeah, you got more years out of Bobby.
Bobby Lashley's a different type of 42, 43. You know what I mean?
Oh, shit. You're right. Bobby is 40. Whoa. What?
That's what I said.
What?
Yeah, he's 45. So my thing is, if you're going to put Bobby over, I get it. But Brock Lesnar.
You can't.
See what I'm saying? Brock Lesnar needs to have a few W's under his belt for it to mean something. Because if he loses to Roman Reigns at the Crown Jewel, it's kind of like, all right, all this hype for what?
Does he? But here's the question though. Roman Reigns has been the champion for well over a year. He hasn't. It's not Walter's reign, but Walter different. Oh my God, that's who you have beat Brock Lesnar. Oh my God, it's right in our face. Walter is the guy.
It's not
Walter
happening.
is the guy.
Not
Walter
happening.
is the fucking guy. Walter has to do it. We'll get on that later. But all right, Walter's the guy. Walter's the guy. Okay. Ooh, let me come back to
that strong style. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree 1,000%. However, but Brock Lesnar's not here. Actually, no, I lied. Brock Lesnar definitely would. Look how he put over Drew McIntyre. He's definitely for it, putting people over.
No offense.
Brock is cool with putting people over. He's fine with the storytelling. Just pay the man. That's all he cares about.
Hot take. Drew McIntyre ain't got shit on Walter. I said what I said. Drew McIntyre don't got shit on Walter. Walter not only would fucking wrestle Drew out of his fucking boots, but when you comes to fucking just being able to encompass who you need to encompass, and if you want to talk about a guy who would be believable and people can get behind and people that would tune in to watch him fucking lose, but then he never does because he's fucking Walter. You can no offense, Drew, you're a good guy, but the Walter's a different motherfucker. Walter's a different kind of cat. Put some respect on Walter's name.
I still haven't watched. I only watch highlights of his matches and stuff like that. Right?
Do you not? I sent you. I sent you the cock.
You did not send me anything.
Yes, I did.
I'm looking at my phone right now. I'm looking right now.
Go back in your emails. I sent it to you.
Oh, you sent it to my email. I'm thinking you sent it like.
I mean, not your email. No, I mean, look at your text message. I sent that shit to you.
You did? No, because you be trying to send me some shit from Reddit that I won't open.
No,
because
the Reddit
like phones breaking. I can't do that.
The Reddit thing was fucking. I didn't send it to you on Reddit. I mean, excuse me, on the goddamn
Instagram.
On the Instagram machine. Nah, I fucking texted to you, and now I'm gonna fucking look back to find it because it was right after we recorded last week. It was right after we recorded.
Oh, that's probably why. You know me, I was in a different state of mind just studying. So
there that is. It's right there.
Oh, I see that beautiful meme that I made.
Yeah, but right above that meme, I sent it to you. I know people may not be able to see that, but you see, I fucking sent it.
All right, I'll watch it after this. But let's move on. Okay, so great opening match. It was a great match. I'm cool with it. You know what I mean? But
yeah, it is.
Bobby needs some W's, in my opinion. You think otherwise because of WWE booking. You know what I mean? But
no, I would love if Bobby would get some dubs. But what I mean by WWE booking is that in WWE's world, this is kind of what happens. So he's not losing any luster in their eyes, and then in the fans' eyes, neither. Like once they insert him back, then because that's just the way WWE has trained the mainstream fan, sort of a little. Oh shit! Didn't mean to do that. You know, get them out of here.
I'm like, damn.
Yeah, that's funny.
But
you know what I mean. So all right. So now we're on to the next match. And do you want to know what I did for this?
What you do?
I speed searched the fuck out of it.
What was it? AJ Styles? No,
I like AJ. It was Eric with Ivar versus Angel Garza and Humberto. Like I don't need to look at Humberto. And then fucking like Eric and Ivar, I want them to do something different.
I'm looking at it right now. No,
like
yeah. Oh, the Ivar. Yeah. Why they do Ivar like that? No. Eric. Why they do Eric like that?
Why do they do either of the Viking Raiders like that?
They're so fun. We are all team Viking Raiders over here. But you always say not the little one, the big one. I like both of them. But
no, they both are good. All jokes aside, they both are good.
Yeah, they just do them dirty, and I don't know why.
It's better ways to utilize their fucking talents. I'm not saying that, of course, everyone can't go over, but there's better way to utilize their fucking talents. And goddamn it, there's a better way to use Angel Garza, and it's get him the fuck away from Humberto. Now,
yeah, Humberto's kind of. It's almost like he's good on him. He's like the Angel Garza from Wish. It don't work.
I'm good on him. I'm good on him.
They're too similar. They're too similar, and it like you can't. If you're trying to make a star out of one, you can't have. It's different. Like with the Usos, that's like their thing, right? They're like super similar. They don't have their own personality. That sounds fucked up, but what I mean is like they don't have their own thing. They're meant to be a tag team.
Yes.
That's what they are. They are the Usos. That's what they are.
Yes.
But Angel Garza and the other dude, I don't even know his name. I don't even mess
Humberto.
with him. Humberto, right?
Humberto, yeah. So
Humberto. I don't even mess with him because it's like you're just there to make Garza look good.
Yeah, and I'm like, which I'm fine with, but like, have him in a new. Just get him the fuck out of there. Actually, now listen. I know that there has been some people. Some people would say that there has been some Ricochet slander on this show. That's what some people would say.
I don't even want to.
And I'm here to address it a little bit. Now, you can do something with Ricochet. You just have to decide you want to do something with Ricochet. Now, Ricochet is an individual who I believe would do wonders with a really good manager or be a part of a good stable. Let him be able to kind of showcase who the hell he really is, like that personality you get to see on screen, stuff like that. Because let's be honest, like he checks all the boxes otherwise. He can go, he's attractive. You know what I'm saying? He may not be the biggest guy, but he sells well, even though he sells like he's a bottom all the time. But that's fine. I like.
He looks like kids will love him too.
That's what I'm into. Yeah, sure. The whole kids thing. I guess that sounds good too for the kids. But I was talking about for other reasons for me. But listen, I think that Ricochet.
But I'm saying he checks all the boxes.
All the boxes.
Listen, I'm not. Listen, I'm not a. Like I always say on the show, I'm not gay, but I say I'm not that gay. When I look at Ricochet, I'm like, he's everyone's type.
Exactly. So, but and then you guys like that. I feel as if like if you have the easiest way for you to be able to kind of see a little bit of his personality is let the man become a heel. Let him become a heel and kind of let him use all those tools that God gave him, and let him really use that and really shit on everybody else. Like
be real cocky. Be real cocky.
Half amazing. Like look at me. Like first of all, did you know that I can just wake up and just become number one in the NFL's combine because I'm just that dope? Because I am an athlete. He's a part of a stable, but he's a part of a stable that still has characters, their individuality. Like, you know, kind of like old school what Jimmy Hart stables used to be like, you know what I mean? Like when he would have like a plethora of people down there, you know, in the different Ruthven territories, things like that. Like he needs it, but there can be something done with Ricochet. But I can tell you this right now, watching Ricochet, like Reggie is where, no offense, but Reggie's where Reggie needs to be. I think about that's perfect for Reggie. He should be doing this stuff, eventually slide back into like a manager role where he's talking shit for people, But Ricochet should not be here. He should be doing. There's money to be made with him.
Two things I noticed from the match is like Reggie's fast, right? But you don't realize how much he lacks wrestling ability when he wrestled Ricochet. Like the regular chain wrestling commands, he was a step behind. When it's not gymnastics, he does not look good. And that's not his fault. He was a manager. Maybe he's still, he's still under development. It is what it is. But Ricochet would be perfect if he got drafted to SmackDown, if he was with the Alpha Academy. You have the two mat wrestlers, and then you have the high flyer, and he already kind of has the same outfit, and he turns into a heel. That would be he's like, yo, I'm tired of this. I'm an alpha. But then he kind of throws some swag on his shit though, because you still need Ricochet. It's not so throw the swag, and then he would still look damn good in a singlet. I'm not against it. I'm not against that at all. Especially because honestly, not for nothing, I think underrated. I think Chad Gable's actually underrated as a talent, and especially in regards to his promo skills. That's why
Chad Gable is a man, though. That's a man right there. That's a man.
And he has psychology, because remember, like even on SmackDown, you hear him for the Academy doing all this extra stuff, and it works. He's a full package in my eyes as well. Just
oh god, Chad Gable definitely is a full package. Listen. I know that there was a fella named Bearcat. He was a wrestler back in the day, and I know that Keith Lee wants to pay homage to him.
Did he choose this name?
I don't know if he chose it. I don't know if Vince did it. All I'm saying is this: is that that's not Keith Lee. You gotta like Keith Lee is this fucking over-the-top aggressive babyface. Keith Lee is this big guy who moves on. Like, he's not a big angry guy. That's not him, to be honest with you. If you wanted to make anybody big and angry, you should have did it with Odyssey Jones. I get it that Odyssey has the nice fucking smile and shit like that, but he's from fucking Coral, New York. Don't y'all fucking forget it. The mean streets of the 631 raised that young man. So if you wanted somebody to go out here and really be a bully, trust me, Odyssey could have been taking everybody's lunch money and slapping the shit out of them and fucking their mamas if y'all would have let them. But y'all wanted to make
star him Syracuse, bro. Fucking
offensive lineman. Don't y'all understand that us, like, I'm an offensive lineman, like ex-offensive lineman, wasn't on Odyssey's level, but fucking we are naturally miserable people. Like, naturally, offensive lineman, we're fucking miserable. We don't.
I played O-line. I know. I played O-line and D-line.
Misery. Well, no. You defensive linemen don't understand our struggle.
Bro,
offensive lineman side of you.
I started offensive line and defensive line. What you mean?
That was in high school, right?
Yeah.
But you went to college, you played D-line.
I played D-line, and I switched to rugby after. I said, fuck this. When I saw someone inject growth hormone in front of me, I was like, oh, this is a different level. I couldn't hang.
Some people do it. Some people don't. And then, you can still compete on the level.
I was not good enough. I was not good enough.
Well, I got you. I know you played Division II. I did play Division III. I played all 4 years, and I started, and I happened to have played offensive line. So I keep that misery, misery doesn't leave you. Like, you're just always naturally miserable. Like, there's nothing positive because you're keeping extra weight on that you don't want to keep on. You got it. The coaches treat you like fucking dog shit. When one mistake happens out of fucking 100 snaps, you're the fucking worst human in the world. But your goddamn skill position players, they could do whatever they fucking need, and it's acceptable. We make one fucking mistake, it's the world. But regardless of all that, all I'm stating is that if you wanted to make somebody that killer, you could have did that with Odyssey. You could have let him grow into that fucking role. But now you're fucking, like, listen, I get it. I know what happened. WWE officials, because, Vince was down there scouting motherfuckers. They had Odyssey up there a few times. They happened to see Odyssey's ass, and they were just like, that guy, how old is he? 27? Huh. Bigger than Keith Lee? Huh. Younger than Keith Lee? Huh. Show me that picture of him smiling again. Show me that picture. Put that on the screen. Do y'all see that? Do y'all see that smile? Baby, we got fucking Junkyard Dog right here, y'all. That's what we about to do here. Now, listen, that's what happened when they saw Odyssey. The issue is the fact that Odyssey and Keith are kind of similar. I could be wrong, but they're kind of similar, right? In the way that they, like, when in their ring style, and even you could say that their kind of characters could kind of be a little bit similar. So WWE probably saw, was like, they
have that aura to them. That aura.
We're probably going to be bringing Odyssey up soon. So why should we have him have to compete with fucking Keith Lee shit when Keith Lee is right now killing it with the Limitless and shit like that, which you just should have just let Keith Lee stay Keith Lee, and just, if you still want to do this thing with Odyssey, you could have still did that. And then Odyssey, when he came up eventually after Keith Lee's been doing it, and you needed to turn Keith Lee heel, he could have been the perfect reason for Keith Lee going fucking heel. You know what I'm saying? But regardless, that's like 2 or 3 year term booking. I'm thinking
Keith Lee is a big guy, but his whole thing with he had a terrible bout with COVID. I totally understand that. But when
makes him the greatest baby face in the world. How many people go out there and die from the COVID? But no, Keith Lee almost died, but he said, no, Death, you can't take me. I'm coming back. And then you know what? You know why I came back? For all you people, each and every one of you. And when I came back, it gave me a new vision on life. It gave me something new I wanted to do. And you know what I need to do? I have to take every moment and live it as my last, because I learned that I could do that. And to do that, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to win the WWE Championship, people. Motherfuckers would have lost their goddamn minds. Keith Lee coming back beating COVID and beating people's asses. Oh, there's not a bigger baby face. You saw the promo he fucking released online when he told that shit. Ugh, babyface.
Problem is, Keith Lee is older. Vince sees that. Everyone sees that. And they're like, all right. Like you said,
giving him the Samoa Joe treatment.
Yep. They have Odyssey Jones, right? I don't know what it is with WWE and up and coming talent. Like, Keith Lee has been around, like the indie scene. He's very well known. NXT, he was killing it. Basketball, all that shit. But if for some reason the WWE doesn't see it in you, but you are so over with the crowd, they try to just change everything about you so it fits their narrative. And it fucking sucks. Because even when Keith Lee was being a fucking bully and his name is Bearcat now and just fucking mollywopping that little dude, they still were cheering for him. He's so over. He could do anything.
That's what I'm trying to say. You're just supposed to let Keith Lee stay Keith Lee. Then you could do what you want with Odyssey.
You're literally changing his name. And what's up with his attire now, bro?
And listen, also two people. Let it be known, we have no inside sources. We have no fucking idea about any of this shit. I don't want you guys fucking, like, this is literally us just fucking shooting shit at the hips on what we are seeing and what we're just like kind of perceiving. It really makes no sense. They should have let Keith Lee be Keith Lee, and like I said, still let Odyssey be Odyssey. And then when shit went down, let that be the reason that fucking Keith Lee goes heel. But fuck it. All right, Keith Lee wins. On to the next thing. We spent enough time on that. Now, oh gosh. All right,
let me see.
All right, this was Damian Priest versus you had the
search. I speed searched it. I don't even talk about it unless if Damian Priest and Sheamus are in the same sentence, I don't give a fuck. If it's Damian Priest and Jeff Hardy, I don't give a fuck. If I hear Damian Priest versus someone else other than those two, I'm good. I am good with Sheamus against someone else.
Either way, Damian Priest won, but we can speed search it. I'm not mad at it. It was a good match though. But we can speed search that. Now listen here.
It was a good match the first 45 times.
I'm not mad at you. But listen, can we talk about this one? How I speed searched the fuck out of it. Jeff Hardy, Mansoor, Mustafa Ali versus Veer Shanky and Jinder Mahal. First of all, let me tell you this. I forget who's ever not the biggest one. I'm not talking about Jinder Mahal, but out of Veer and Shanky, I forget the motherfucker's name. Who's ever the one that's not the biggest, that's the guy. That's the guy. That's the guy.
The beard.
That is the fucking guy. I know people are gonna say if he was that much of a guy, why don't you remember his name? Because the whole group is like whatever. But that's the guy.
He just jumped up and did an elbow drop and made it seem like it was the most lethal thing. Like the way he sells and does everything is fucking. It's so villainous.
Oh my
it's
gosh,
amazing.
he is like, first of all, let's talk about it. This is the guy. I in my mind, he could be a legit. Oh yes, it's Veer.
Yep,
Veer is the one that we fucking like.
His name wouldn't be Shanky. Come on now.
Yeah. It's funny because that's the one I immediately was like, Veer. Let us tell you something, people. This guy, this is a guy. This is something.
He looks like
this guy can go bye-bye. This guy, this is money right here. This is money. And let me show you what else is money. Right? Let me show you what else is money. I'll show you what else is money. Ali and fucking what's his goddamn name?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to him. I don't care.
Let me tell you something. He's money too. But you put his ass on Smackdown. This is a perfect fucking guy for Smackdown, right? He's for Smackdown, right? Let me tell you something. This guy right here, this one, take this off. Let's just fucking take that off. Like, no. I don't want him.
When he was on the Shield.
I don't want that one. But this guy, whatever. This fuck, I don't know. The fucking Ali. What you do is you keep his ass on Raw. Separate these two motherfuckers. Get these motherfuckers away from each other because you don't need to insult their fucking intelligence, their fucking worth and athleticism, and how good they are as fucking hands, and have to put them together. Keep them separate. Let them do their fucking things because them two separate would do a lot better for both of their careers and the company. And let me tell you about this motherfucker by the name of Veer. Let Veer listen. If you want to keep this whole thing with Veer, Shanky, and Jinder Mahal going on for no minimum than 6 months, I'm fine with that. But what needs to be happening is right now, in this moment, and I mean this shit, like this should have been happening yesterday. I need to see Veer start getting frustrated with both of these motherfuckers. I need to see Veer put both of these motherfuckers into the ground. And once Veer does that, let Veer go and do things that we need Veer to do. I should be seeing Veer win championships. I should be seeing Veer putting people into the ground. I need to see Veer eventually versus Walter. I'm telling you, none of us would be disappointed.
I got to watch these Walter matches now because you put them with everyone. So,
because Walter should be the champion. Walter is the fucking guy.
How old is Walter? I know what he looks. I know who he is, but how old is he?
I don't even know how old Walter is. It doesn't even matter how old Walter is. Walter is like fucking goddamn Thanos. He's fucking timeless. You understand what I'm saying? Let me see. You don't even understand fucking how dope Walter is. He's only 34, baby.
He
is only 34. You can get some good years out of Walter when you're looking at everyone else in WWE right now. Oh my fucking God, Walter. Do you even know? He's lost weight recently. Like Walter is a fucking guy. That's my guy right there. I fuck with Walter. You're right. I put everybody with Walter because Walter should be the fucking guy. All right. Walter, like I'm saying, Walter, if you're talking about somebody who should be taking over Brock Lesnar's position, it's Walter. There's no one else. There's no one else in that. Because like you said, Bobby's too old. You know what I'm saying? Like Bobby can't be what you want fucking goddamn, like, you know, what you want to be because of the longevity. You want to have somebody that you can, you know, have and make a few guys. Walter can be that for WWE if they just do what they got to do with Walter. But all right, so we speed search that match because nobody cares besides Veer being great. And then Mansoor and Mustafa just need to be away from each other. All right, Karrion Kross versus Jason Riker. Another match I didn't give a fuck about.
First of all, we need to talk about the finish of how bad that chokehold was. Pull it up. I don't know if you can pull it up.
I can't.
The picture of it. I guess or type in.
No, you have to send it because didn't you send it to me?
Yeah, but I think you. Yeah, I'll send it to you here.
Send it to the Black of the Berry Instagram chat, and then that way I can pull it up on the screen.
Yeah, like when I say that shit was terrible.
It was pretty it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad, and I can't.
When I said, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, you sent that to me. I was dying.
Set up the picture for them while I find this picture real quick.
Wait, no, I can't set the picture till you send it.
No, paint the picture for the audience. Tell them what happened.
So you have this match between Jason Riker and Karrion Kross, and Karrion Kross was going to be going over as we all would assume. But then what Gio was talking about is that Karrion Kross basically he's supposed to be getting a sleeper hold. Am I correct? Effectively,
yeah, whatever his the cross, whatever he calls it.
It's whatever, but effectively, anyone else would just call it a sleeper. That's what he's fucking trying to put someone on, right? All right, perfect. Try to get him in a sleeper. What he put him in was not that, all right. And we're about to share it right now.
It was like this. It was bad.
Y'all about to get into the Black of the Berry Instagram chats real fast. There we go.
Look at this.
What is this?
Look at that. He doesn't have it on him. It's on his chest. Like, bro. Great acting, though. This is great acting. Look at this. Like, this is bad. Look at this. Come on, son. This is bad.
What the fuck is this shit?
That was my reaction too, because
I just love the what the fuck is this shit. It's
and
great.
the crazy part is what's his name? The announcer. He was from Bellator. I forget, Jimmy something, right?
Jimmy Smith.
Which he's a black belt. And he's like, oh man, sometimes you don't even need it right under the chin. Sometimes you just squeeze and that's it. He had to sell that, and you know he was probably turning like, what the fuck is this?
Well, listen. Besides that, can we say something about Jimmy Smith real fast? Can I just say this one thing about Jimmy Smith?
What?
Listen, they brought in that other dude. I don't know whoever the fuck that guy was. The baseball guy. He fucking sucked. His voice was nasally. I fucking couldn't stand him. They got rid of his ass. They signed Jimmy Smith at the same time. Jimmy Smith is fucking money. Listen, let me tell you something. This is what I hope they're doing. I hope they're training Jimmy Smith to be the next voice. Keep Pat McAfee as it is, because you know Michael Cole is getting older. He's not going to want to be on screen for so long, because he does have backstage roles as a head producing all of the other fucking announcers. Let his ass transition, because Michael Cole's great. But I need to see Jimmy Smith and fucking McAfee get together. Do you understand the shit that would be talked? Oh, amazing. All right, now on to the next match. So now we have Riddle versus goddamn AJ Styles with Omos. I am getting a little old of this. AJ Styles wins. It's kind of, the same thing.
Whatever.
That you see.
We don't even have to talk about it that much. It's whatever. It's like the same thing with Sheamus and Damian. It's like you're regurgitating the same people. It's a revolving door, and I'm kind of tired of it. Like, why do we keep doing this?
Let me say this. This next sequence was very interesting for me because I called one of them, but I will say this. Now that Doudrop is getting away from Eva Marie, we need to make sure that Doudrop can stop all that. I don't need that from her. I just want let her be her. Like, she don't let her be who she was in NXT UK. I don't need all this other extra direct shit, right? Because, and then something else too. And I'm not saying this to be disrespectful. I need Doudrop to drop 20 or 30 pounds. Listen to me. Because if Doudrop drops 20 to 30 pounds, she's still a big girl, but now she's moving the way she needs to move.
And she can move now.
But imagine if she drops 20 or 30 pounds now, and shit, maybe even 40, but definitely 20 or 30 pounds. Well, no, because you don't want her to get it too small. You see what I'm saying?
No, I agree.
But like 20, 30 pounds, and now you got her moving. Now this is different. But besides when Doudrop is doing all this and all that, her versus I liked it. And even with that, I'm like, okay, you can see this. Of course, Charlotte Wynn's supposed to win. Eva Marie comes out, fuck this bitch. Now, what's great is that she got laid up. First of all, yeah. Oh, what, you gonna talk about a text message?
No, about the Shayna. With Shayna, remember you were talking. We were like, yeah, she needs to beat up some bitches. I would have preferred Natalya, but I'm kidding.
She beat up who she was supposed to beat up.
Yeah,
and y'all know who that was.
Now Eva Marie's gonna ride off in the sunset.
Yeah, let her be a manager or something. She should be a manager. Just just have her be a manager or something. She could be a good manager, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Now, but like I said, that whole sequence was pretty good. All right. So after we have that, then you have
talk about the Shayna Baszler thing, what she did and everything. Because you were talking about, you said you wanted Shayna to just be fucking.
Shayna just came out and Shayna just beat the shit out of Eva. Then she stomped on her fucking hand, and the crowd was chanting, do it again or
It looks
another
bad
one
too because she got some mobile shoulders. I can't do that. I was like,
I would have loved if she just gave her another one on the other one. Just like, fuck it, do both of them. Fuck it. But because Shayna looked at the ref, and then I guess the ref was like, got some feed from the back, and they were like, no, don't do another one. But she should have did another one because the crowd was going ape shit for it.
I even looked at it, I was like, I can't. I was like,
that was very good. Then we got the Goldberg promo.
I didn't even watch it, so I don't know what happened.
Okay. So we got the Goldberg. After that, we got the Goldberg promo.
I couldn't watch it.
The Goldberg promo was actually good, and it's like, okay, I could kind of see this. I can do this other match.
You better sell it really good for me because I don't know.
I can't really sell it. Like, first, okay, let me just tell you this. This is the only reason I'm selling this match for you. In this household is very, listen, this is a very fucking pro-black and Latino, pro-Latino black household. So Latino and black stars tend to heavily go over in this household. Bobby Lashley not only is beloved by me, but my partner loves the shit out of him. So Bobby Lashley, like, holy shit. Bobby comes on screen. He's like, yes. I'm like, I get it, dog. He's like, Bobby shouldn't lose. I'm like, Bobby should never lose. Like even when Pat McAfee said that thing about, oh, if we got invaded, if we, wanted to choose a human to defend us, we would choose Brock Lesnar. Like, Justin was like, no, we shouldn't. There's Bobby Lashley still walking. Yeah. So that's the only reason we're watching it in this household is because of Bobby. We know Bobby's going to lose, but you just got to give support for the home team. The same way that we give support for Damian Priest. With impunity. Impunity. You understand?
That's why Bobby needs a couple wins under his belt because
let me tell you something.
He's gonna drop to Goldberg.
The only reason I'm not hearing a revolt from him, the same way I heard a revolt when Becky Lynch beat fucking Bianca Belair, is because Bobby lost to Big E. Like, you know what I mean? When Bobby lost Big E, he was like, who was it? Big E? I was like, yeah. He was like, okay. It was like he wasn't happy with it. But I'll take it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'll allow it.
Yeah, like I was like, okay, we could do it. But fucking when Becky came back, oh goddamn, it was like, why is she winning?
So mad.
Okay, so first of all, I'm just gonna say it on there too. People who are listening, y'all already know who my man Saeed Dukes is. Y'all mean, that's my man, my Ace Boone Coon. Y'all know we be talking wrestling and shit. Eventually, once me and Gio have laid the groundwork of who we are, we'll eventually have people coming in on certain spots. Dukes is definitely one of them when it comes to the wrestling, but that's after Gio and I have laid the groundwork on what the fuck this goddamn thing is. Now
we still crawling, baby. We still crawling.
Him and I were talking though. Me and my man Saeed. You know what I mean? Grew up with them, with fraternity brothers as well. And we both have an interesting take. And listen, okay, we get it. The ending of Raw was Bobby Lashley versus fucking Big E in the steel cage. You knew what it was going to be. Big E gets the win. Goddamn Hurt Lock tried to fucking come out there. New Day came out there. New Day fucked up the Hurt Lock. Then goddamn New Day and Hurt Lock gets ejected. The goddamn ending is Big E hitting a big ending off of the second rope of the cage to Bobby. He wins 1, 2, and a 3. Back on, moving forward. Now listen here. Let's talk about something that was a little more interesting than that. And I really think more interesting because we knew what the end of that was. And that was a hell of a match. It was a good match. I would tell people to go look at it again. I think I like that cage match between Bobby and Big E. Especially the beginning with Bobby fucking Big E up. Now,
wait, I just don't. I get it for dramatic effect. You know how stupid it looks is like you could just open the cage door. Like Big E is down, but Bobby is choosing to climb. Like he tried to go through the cage door once, right? And then all of a sudden he's like, you know what? I'm going to try to climb and do it really. It's just like, dude, just be a heel and try to go through it didn't work for me. That part, it looked like you're going to try to go over now. You tried it 3 times and then you saw how easy the door was. You see what I'm saying? It just was like, it didn't work.
Cage matches are rough. And what I mean by that is because the psychology of cage matches have gone all over the place. See, when I think of cage matches, right?
Go over.
I think of, no, fuck that, man. Think about the psychology of them. I think of something, I think of Magnum TA versus Tully Blanchard, right? Starrcade, I think it was 85 or 86, I forget. You see what I'm saying? That's a steel cage match. The reason that they have to have a steel cage to make sure no one else can get in is to keep these two in there. There has to be a fucking winner. I think that the way that you win a cage match should fucking change. So that way it's more emphasized on beating the shit out of your opponent, because before a cage match was you and I hate each other. We're doing this to keep us inside, everyone outside. We're going to fucking figure a winner out. So the fact that you do have such an obvious way to get out and people don't take it, it is fucking, it fucks with the psychology that is wrestling. I think you should make it to rest. Once you motherfuckers get in, if you want to win by getting out, you have to escape over the top. Otherwise, submission, pinfall in this motherfucker right here in the ring. You see what I mean? I think that would make the matches more intriguing to the viewers, and then also it would make it a lot more simple for the wrestlers when they're coming up with it, and then when they're doing certain things, the crowd can buy it more. Understand that they can only win this way or that way.
It's like, remember when Ken Shamrock, when he came from the UFC and he had the Lion's Den match? That's what the cage matches should feel like. Remember that shit?
Yes.
It should be like, yo, you're not leaving here. You know, we're fighting. It's just you and I in here. Cage matches kind of turned into just a quick way to win. Just try to climb over. And that's not the point of it. The point of the cage is like, but that's what Hell in a Cell has turned into, where these guys just stay in there. So it's kind of been blended now, right? And
yeah,
like
but I think, I'm sorry.
No, it should stay. It should be how you put it. Like, this is why we're in here. We're here to fight each other. We don't want anyone interfering, and it should just be you and I.
You and I, we're going to figure some fucking things out right now. When I say right, I mean right now. We're going to figure this shit out between you and I. But like, it's got blended. But then when you say the Hell in a Cell, I feel as if the Hell in a Cell is a little different, because the Hell in a Cell at that point is we can only win by a pinfall or submission.
Yeah.
But I can use this cage. I can use everything under the ring, and I can still fuck you up. You see what I'm saying? So that's what, like, I'm fine with the goddamn Hell in a Cells. All right. Now, let's get on to it. Smackdown! Day one of the draft, people. This is when, listen here, people. This is when I got to put the camera up. This is when things got crazy. I got to stand up. This is when things got a little bit interesting, I would say. We got the mixing and the jumbling of brands. You first off have Roman Reigns going to Smackdown. After Roman Reigns is chosen for Raw, you got Big E Langston. Then the first woman chosen for Smackdown is Charlotte Flair. The first woman chosen for Raw is goddamn Bianca Belair. And this leads me to the point that I originally was going to make with Gio. This leads me to the point. Now, you have Charlotte Flair on SmackDown with the Raw Women's Championship. I know, it's 3 weeks.
Work?
Hear me out. But in 3 weeks at the Crown Jewel, we have Bianca, we have Charlotte, and we have Sasha. If the man loses her title to Bianca, but Sasha Banks gets pinned, and now Bianca takes that to Raw, interesting title. And then you keep Becky on SmackDown with Charlotte.
I like it.
Let them figure it out with Sasha. Now you got that as a main event mix, but then I think one person has to be inserted into that, because you got 3 main event talent women, but you need one more. And then, not for nothing, Becky is a heel, so is Charlotte. So that'll be a little weird, but then you could still have them going against each other because they both don't kind of give a fuck. And Charlotte, either way, I feel like it still work. And no, you actually can't keep all 3 of them over there because Sasha's a heel too. But you got rid of Bianca Belair, but you have somebody else who I think would be a great babyface, with even in the middle of all 3 of them women, and the fans would buy immediately because she's over like fucking Rover. I think people forget that. Feel the glow, Naomi.
Ooh, yeah. But she has to get through this shit with Sonny Deville first. Sonya Deville.
Think that's the perfect, but it's kind of like they're setting up we keep thinking like, oh, well, what if she gets with Naomi to be a part of the bloodline? What if we see Naomi go heel? Nah, man. There's too much money with fucking Naomi as a babyface, especially with the girl and everything. Hear me out. Because remember, she's fighting the establishment.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Fights the establishment, proves her worth. Then you have her win a championship. You made sure you got her away from Bianca because I know what some people would say is like, oh, it's fucking fucked up that you, Justin, of all people would say that. I'm just being real. If we want both of them to flourish, or we want both of them to flourish, they can't be on the same show because unfortunately, we're not at a place where America could deal with two of them on the same show. The same reason you wouldn't have fucking New Day and the goddamn Street Profits on the same show. Two fucking babyface African American teams.
But it works. I liked it.
Not on the same show because eventually, because only one of those teams could be the guys in that babyface.
Yeah.
Put them on the other show. You could be the guys over there. Y'all could be the guys over there. And eventually, when we have Raw versus SmackDown, we can get the New Day versus the Profits. Again, we've already had it before when the Profits won. But you see what I'm saying?
But we're forgetting, who would be the perfect vigilante in any of them, because everyone seems to be a heel, right?
Sure.
Plug in Shayna Baszler in any one of those. If between Charlotte Flair and who are we saying? Charlotte Flair and who was she supposed to go?
Charlotte, Sasha, and Becky. All three of them are baby. All three of them are heel. But all three of them work.
But Shayna Baszler is almost like a vigilante. Look what she did to Eva Marie. Eva Marie is an asshole.
True. You keep her as a vigilante. Hold on.
And what's her name? That she just did, Nia Jax. Look what she did to her. Because Nia's a heel. So
you keep this up. I have to make me another tequila because one tequila is delicious and this conversation is great and we are getting into more. I need another drink. Keep it going for the people, Gio. I will be right back. Listen, break it down what they need, Gio. Break it down.
All right, bet. So, how I think it should go is you have Charlotte. Charlotte is on SmackDown, right? And then you're gonna keep Becky. You're gonna have Becky Lynch on SmackDown once she loses the title, or you can interchange any of them. I would like to see Charlotte Flair and Naomi and Shayna Baszler. It's perfect because you have the baby face. You have someone like you have someone not baby face. You have a baby face like Naomi, and then you have a heel like Charlotte. But Charlotte is also pretty over. She's kind of in her own realm. And then you have someone like Shayna Baszler that is neither good nor bad. She would be the perfect fit in there. And then once Becky loses her SmackDown, so once this all happens, right? Once Becky loses her title, where she drops it at Crown Jewel, whatever way it is, whether it's like Dean said, what's her name? Bianca Belair pinning what do we say at Crown Jewel? What's her name again?
Bianca could
pinning Sasha
Banks.
Banks.
Sasha in this.
So if Becky goes to Raw, it's just a fresh chapter. It's almost like the Finn Balor thing where the Demon didn't lose, but he did lose. So basically, I was just painting the picture of how Shayna Baszler fits in any of them. She's perfect for the Naomi and Charlotte Flair if they ever beef because she's neither heel nor is she babyface. She's right in the middle.
Oh my gosh, Shayna Baszler is amazing. She's everything. Yeah. I love me some Shayna Baszler, but I also love me some Naomi.
Yeah.
I think Naomi could be a big star, and here's the unfortunate thing. And this makes Naomi like if Bianca wasn't coming up, Naomi probably would have been in that spot.
Yeah, but Naomi was cooking. They're not the same attitude-wise.
No, they're not this. No, but they're both. The issue is that when you look at like Sasha's, Bianca Belair is a bigger, stronger, faster version of Naomi. She is a bigger. She doesn't do the dancing thing, but I'm talking about in ring wise, and doesn't do the butt thing. But because Naomi can wrestle, that's what people freak. Like Naomi to be she was an ex-dancer. Naomi gets down, and Naomi is also down to fucking do. Like Naomi will be like, I've seen Naomi in matches, and shit got stiff, and it was and you can tell it was because Naomi said, nah, like Naomi obviously had a conversation with Girl in back, and she was like, yo, shorty, lay it in. Cause then you see Naomi giving it back. Like, I'm telling you, I love me some Naomi. And
yeah, I think this is her time to shine, and then Bianca Belair leaving to Raw is gonna let her shine. And it's unfortunate you can't have both of them on the same show
because one's not a heel.
Yeah,
that's the only reason. If one was a heel, it wouldn't matter. But right now, both, it just makes
WWE never wants to have the Rock and Stone Cold issue ever again. That's the thing. Is you can't now you can't have two baby faces. You can't have two number ones.
I think you could, and I think that
they don't want it. They don't want it.
No, I don't know about that because guess what? You have it in the women's division with Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch. You can't say you don't.
Though. They're two heels.
I just said in the heel version. In the women's division,
but it's different with the baby. Like you can have all the heels in the world, and they could be number ones, right? Like look at like Triple H, Kane, Undertaker. Like they were all heels at the same time. It didn't matter.
I would say. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But when remember when Stone Cold was over like a motherfucker, and then The Rock was over. They both were baby faces. Even I can't even say it. You know what? The Rock was a heel. Like, for example, like Charlotte Flair. She's a heel, but she's so over no matter what. You know what I mean? Like, long live the queen. Woo! Everyone still does it. And she's a heel. It doesn't matter.
What I think WWE would love to have that. And the reason being is because, one, you have two different brands. If we can get big stars on every brand, now we're fucking cooking. We want as much big stars as we have. And I think that's the reason that WWE has the booking that they do, especially at the top level, because they kind of want it. You obviously want to have main event talent be a main event talent, but you want to have it to whereas if a main event talent is in there, certain things can happen to them, but you still have to respect them as a main event talent. Maybe it's just WWE booking. It's not what you would call historical or old school booking, but it is what it is. Now, let's get into something. Let's get into the business of the number one overall draft pick. It came from Smackdown, but he was the number one overall pick that they chose within WWE. And the only reason they did that is because he is a part of the bloodline. He is the one that you were supposed to acknowledge. Gio last week in the intro tried to say, acknowledge me. And of course I did not. But this next man, we all have no choice but to respect and acknowledge to a point. Roman Reigns comes out with Paul Heyman talking that good shit, and he is interrupted by the lumberjack, the beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar. You understand that? That's what he did. Brock Lesnar comes out there, exchanges some words with good old Roman. And what happens, people? Brock clears the ring of Roman, beats the hell out of both of the Usos, and sends everybody packing. You know what absolutely kills me? Because later on in the show, actually, fuck it, we're here. We're talking about Roman. We're talking about Brock, and we got to talk about it. I am so... It's a little baffling to me how invested I am into this goddamn soap opera that is Brock, Roman, and Paul. Because, all right, we have this situation, right? You see the draft continues you on the SmackDown, because right now we're going to use this segment to talk about Roman and the bloodline as well as Brock. What you end up seeing is that there's later on a promo. Jeff Hardy was talking to Caleb Braxton. Brock Lesnar interrupts Jeff. Jeff gets the hell out of Dodge. Brock takes the fucking the microphone away from good old Caleb Braxton. And then what happens? Brock says, thanks to my friend Paul Heyman, I am now a free agent and I'm able to do whatever the hell I want to do. And he throws the microphone down. And then what happens after that, people? Like a perfect soap opera, it transitions right over to the bloodline with the wise man. And the wise man must have took some acting classes, and he decided to take some of them clear eyes, and he put some in his eyes, and his eyes were red, and we were seeing his big ass sit there like the tomato that he is, and he just holding his face, having the hand drop down. And Paul Heyman not only put on a wrestling clinic, but he put on an acting clinic to people. Let me tell you what I saw. I saw a future movie star in Roman Reigns. I don't know if I don't know if Hollywood execs are looking, but if you're looking for the next Dwayne The Rock Johnson, then you may have found him in goddamn Joseph or Noah. So go holler at Big Joe, because the shit I saw with him talking about, Paul Heyman, do what you need to do. You're the wise man, because I call you the wise man. You understand that? And then Paul jumping when it needs to. Oh, baby. This is the reason why they get paid the big bucks, because they do big buck things. Paul Heyman scurries away after fucking Roman Reigns dismissed him the way he should have done. And then he looked at the Usos. And what does he tell the Usos? He tells the Usos, if you weren't drafted to Raw, leave him for dead. And the Usos, like the perfect henchmen that they are, fucking go ahead and take those orders and leave. You know why I can say that? I feel what goddamn fucking Vince McMahon is doing when it comes to long-term booking in certain regards, because he gives a shit like this. If he was able to kind of keep that same energy for the whole show, oh, baby. When I say you even get the best product of WWE ever would have got, oh, Jesus. Yeah, the first 6 months to a year of that will be a little rough, because while they transition to see who's got it, who doesn't. But the guys who got it, that are able to intertwine this shit the way you need to, amazing.
The first thing I'll say is with Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar reminds me now, it's like, remember back in the day, if like you knew someone was about to get into a fight after school, like, oh shit, Tommy and so-and-so about to square up after school. And you see Tommy's like a little nervous.
Right.
And the school's 2 p.m. It's 10 a.m. He's looking at the clock. He sees the bully around, eyeing him up. It's 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1:30 comes around. It's like, oh shit, it's about to get real. Brock Lesnar is like that bully. It's like, yeah, I'm looking at what's happening soon, Roman. He just goes in there with that little smirk, and then he just steals an interview, and he just goes like, to my good buddy Paul Heyman, I am undrafted. And he does it with a smile. It's like he doesn't have to, and just he's showing all sides of him that it makes you more intrigued, because you're no longer looking at Brock Lesnar as the, oh shit, he's just here for a year and a half. Those 30 seconds, hold on. Those 30 seconds he gives you, you're more intrigued than a full-blown 5-star match in most cases, because you're in awe in the sense of like, oh shit, he's showing range of who he is. Absolutely. And that's more intriguing than seeing anyone doing fucking shooting star presses or throwing their bodies around like crazy.
Let me tell you this, and this is a quick story. It's not wrestling related, but you brought something up about putting fights together about a bully. Now, there's a situation that has, and I am actually going to send this to my 6th grade teacher. Maybe both of them, Mr. Segure and Mrs. Fablé. The reason I'm definitely having to send this to Mrs. Fablé, because she thought that I put this on for no reason. Because I orchestrated a fight, but it wasn't my fault. Listen, I knew this kid. I'm not going to say their full names. I knew this kid named Ronald. Grew up with them. We went to middle school together. Elementary school before we got to middle school together. He was my best friend going into middle school before life happens, right? Now, because we were in different classes. I just got some new friends and whatever happens, right? So now, I remember talking to Ronald one day. He was just like, he goes, I just want to fight somebody. I was like, really? I was like, why? He was like, I just do. He goes, who do you know who I could fight? And I was like, and then he was asking me about certain of my friends. I remember he dropped the name Marcus, and Marcus is one of my best friends to this day. I like Marcus and my boy Josh growing up. Those are my 2 best friends. Like, I got a few brothers, Saeed and goddamn Losa in there. But Marcus and Josh, they're both brothers, but they send that those are my fucking guys, right?
Yeah.
Calling my right and my left hand. So even back then, I didn't even know why, but I remember just being like, nah, you leave Marcus alone. Like, Marcus don't want to fight nobody. Marcus be out here chilling. Even though Marcus would fuck somebody up. And this story would be a lot different, because Marcus would have fucking dropped Ronald on his head. And it would have all she fucking wrote. All right. Y'all better leave Marcus alone. Now, and then I remember he mentioned another guy named Najee. And Najee, I was actually like, Najee's one of my best friends. Like it was Najee and Marcus for the longest time until college because things happen, whatever, right? And I remember just being like, nah, you don't want to do anything with Najee neither. Like, leave Najee alone. He was like, okay, whatever. Somehow it got on this guy, Chris. I'm not going to say Chris's name. And I remember being like, I was cool with Chris. I was just like, okay, you want to fight Chris? Like, I'm like, okay. I was like, you want me to tell him this? And he was like, yeah, tell Chris I want to fight him. So I put this fight on. I remember telling Chris, I was like, yo, Ronald wants to fight you. He was like, why? I was like, no reason. We were just talking one day about fighting people. He just wants to fight you now. And he was like, well, that don't make no sense. I was like, it is what it is. I said, he wants to fight you. So we scheduled it, right? They throw down before school, in middle school, in 6th grade, because we all used to have to conjure together on the football field. And then you would have to go together with your homeroom class before they sent you in. So I put this fight together. Fight was fucking spectacular. Like what I mean was one of the fights that no one
Black
knew.
of the Berry Productions. There we go.
Listen,
that was the first.
No one knew who won because everybody was like, "Oh, Ronald won! Oh, Ronald, Chris won!" It was like all over. I was like, "Oh, this is amazing." So I remember fucking Mrs. Fablé because we all got called in. Like people got called to the office. Eventually, I got called into the office, and they were like, "Well, they said that you said this," and I was like, "Well, Ronald said he wanted to fight him," and I told him he wanted to fight him, and he was like, "They were like, well, whatever." I couldn't get in trouble because I didn't do anything. I said, "Hey."
You just relayed the message.
Absolutely. I remember they called my mom. My mom was like, well, why would you be like doing this? And I was like, he said he wanted to fight him. Like, what am I supposed to do? And my mom didn't realize it. But like when I was younger, my whole thing is like, I got friends and I really do have friends. But like, I have this belief. If you have an issue with him, that's y'all problem to figure out. Unless it's on some moral compass or moral ground. No, I don't have any problem with this. And then even when we were younger, we had a situation like that when motherfuckers got to high school. I did the right thing personally, but I still looked out for the other guy because I was like, that's my guy still. Like, shit fucking happens, whatever. Like, but that's just me personally. I know some people be like, oh, that's fucked up. But my whole thing, like, if you have a problem with one guy that doesn't like that's, especially if everybody's friends are in a group or like knows each other, like, I don't got nothing. Especially if two of my guys are fighting. It's like, all right, because I was cool with Chris growing, like, you know, when I got into class, I knew him all the whole time. I was like, all right, if they're gonna fucking do it, then I don't got any. Like, I'm just telling somebody, like, that's if you were to tell me that you want to fight somebody that I knew, not one of my manses, but if you're like, I got an issue with that guy, all right, we'll go handle that shit. It doesn't mean that, like, now I wouldn't be trying to put the fight together, but I wouldn't treat you any different than I treated him because that's y'all business. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
It's like when you're friends with people. It's like when you're friends with people who break up. You know what I mean? It's like my relationship with you is completely different. Is my relationship with you? And my relationship,
yes.
So how's this tied to Brock Lesnar, son? I'm trying to.
The reason it's tied to Brock Lesnar.
Shot. That's.
Let me tell you how this ties to Brock Lesnar, because this is the perfect way that WWE can end this. You can have these motherfuckers fight in a way that even if one wins, everyone's kind of like, that's kind of bullshit. Because Brock is a fucking free agent. Let him win or let him lose. But you don't want Roman to lose his luster, excuse me.
And you don't want Brock to lose clean either.
So it's gotta be a brawl that everyone's like, who won? You need someone walking out of there saying Roman won, and you need someone walking out of there saying Brock won. That's what WWE needs.
You could have Roman, you could have Brock Lesnar. You could have Roman win the match, but deep down, everyone's like, Brock really won that shit. You could have, they could both fuck each other.
Or do you have Brock win the match, and people going like, Roman could have won that.
I think it was
because who won the last? You know, it's funny. Like, who won that last?
Yeah, we forget that they wrestled already
a few times. This isn't the first time.
But why is this so intriguing now? Is it because Brock looks like a Viking?
Because
now?
Brock isn't the baby face. I don't know. I guess
he's a vigilante. He's just
exactly.
He's a mercenary.
And now you got a clear fucking heel Roman Reigns, and then we have a we don't know in Paul Heyman. What is Paul? Because he's crying, but it's Paul Heyman. It's Paul Heyman, baby.
Yo, when Roman Reigns said to him, "You are the wise man because I say you," I'm like,
that was good stuff.
I put my tail between my legs. I felt like I got my pee-pee slapped. I was like, oh, all right.
Can I say this though? Can I say this? And I texted you this. I know I've been shitting on Kevin Owens a lot lately, but I want people to know this. I paid money and I bought Kevin Owens' merch. Well, excuse me, merch. Excuse me, it wasn't me. It was my ex-girlfriend. But regardless, she brought it because I was a Kevin Owens fan. So it's like I brought it. She bought it for me. So I still have it.
You rep it. You repped it. Yeah.
Yeah, I still will wear my Kevin Owens shirt. Excuse me, I used to. I can't wear it in public anymore. The reason being is because I can tell right now that Kevin Owens' heart ain't into it. I can tell Kevin Owens knows that the shit he's getting handed is dreck because not for nothing. Because Kevin, like it's, I blame a lot of this on Kevin Owens. Actually, and here's why. Yeah, you could have had better booking. Yeah, WWE could have took you a little bit more serious. But you know where you're working. You're working with Vince McMahon. You could still be moving and doing what you do, and you could just get in better shape. If you got in better shape, everything you would have wanted, you would have gotten.
Yep.
Because WWE did give you a push, and they would have kept with that push if it would have been not for nothing. I'm gonna call a spade a spade. I couldn't believe you beating Bobby. Don't get me wrong, Kevin. You do have this bill where I can see you beating certain people, like Samoa. But see Samoa Joe, I can see beating Bobby because you can look at Samoa Joe and tell that he works out.
He's a big fucking guy too. He may be short,
but he's big. He's big. Even though he may not look the best, he's big.
I think he still looks like a world beater because he is a thick
the way
dude.
He's built.
Yeah.
But look at Kevin Owens' arms.
Yeah. He got Rey Mysterio. Not Rey Mysterio. He got Dominic Mysterio.
Dominic arms. No, he's got Dominic arms.
He got Shanky arms.
No, Dominic. Dominic may have bigger arms than fucking goddamn Kevin Owens. Like it's all Kevin had to do was get a little bit bigger, and he would have got his world fucking what he wanted. But you know what? Kevin didn't, so he's not. He's gonna leave. Let him go over and over.
If your name is not Malachi Black, you should not be wearing basketball shorts or anything like that. Or if your name's not Miro, you should not be wearing shorts as a wrestler.
I have a question.
I don't like John Cena wore. I hate it as well.
No, I could. Do you actually even know the reason why John Cena started wearing basketball shorts? And it's funny because
why do you wear jorts? I didn't understand it.
I actually understand what he's saying because I went through a phase of this when I was in college, but then I got over it.
Yeah.
His ass is too big and it makes him uncomfortable. I have the same I have the same issue. I know exactly what John was talking about because I remember in college, I didn't even know it. But like this girl one day pointed it out, and then after that, everyone pointed it out. They were just like, "Why is your ass and your thigh so big?" And I was like, "I fucking squat a lot." And
Bro,
as a man, it makes you
yams. Who cares?
But time out. Did I not just say that I don't care now? I've embraced
I'm
it.
I'm talking about John Cena.
Yeah, but when you're on that big of a stage and you look like John does, you're like, oh, I don't want everybody just talk about my ass.
Yeah, but everyone now is just talking about your jorts.
You don't care about that though. All right, better. I rather if you're gonna choose the jorts or the ass, I'd rather the jorts. I guess if I'm John.
Okay,
right?
How about this? You can only wear jorts if you built like John Cena. Kevin Owens ain't built like John Cena. He's coming here with and one fucking mixtape basketball shorts. This shit ain't. He wearing high socks. This shit's not working. He's wearing socks that old people wear if they have bad circulation in their legs. It's not a good look for him.
Me personally, I don't like because before there was a point where you looked at Kevin and he looked like he still was like working out and stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, people. Listen, if y'all know what kind of gang I represent the kind of fit, kind of fat gang. Like that's the thing. Like you look at me, you're just like, oh, you do everything but a diet. You're right. I have a little bit of a stomach that fits my body that I am perfectly happy with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but here's the thing. You look like I look even at you're a muscular dude. I look at Kevin Owens. He looks like he's just drinking a 6-pack from the back.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying. Like it doesn't.
He doesn't have the best mic skills either. He has the in-ring capability. He can wrestle. But when I see him throwing down, I'm saying it doesn't look. He's trying to. It's a knockoff Stone Cold, and you can't be a knockoff Stone Cold if you're not even built.
No, you can't. Well, one, I'll say this. I would say that he does have mic. Like he has everything but the fucking look, and that's why he's not being pushed and protected the way he needs to be because he doesn't have the look. Like I would say that Kevin does actually have some mic skills, but he just is not like he's just. I don't know. He's just not that guy. But
I don't.
regardless,
Maybe it's because of the story. I think it's because everything sounds the same to me. So maybe that's why. Because remember, I started getting back into wrestling this past year again. Like I was more into AEW, right? So I was like, I'm not gonna watch WWE because when I was watching it, that shit was terrible in my eyes. I was like, I can't watch this shit. It was over because it was at the era when Brock Lesnar was coming and he was just coming and going whenever he had the so it was just annoying. You know what I mean?
Remind me of this. I know it has nothing to do with the show, but remind me of this. After the show, I have to talk to you about something that someone else presented me with for a few people of us, and you were named. Remind me to explain that. So now, all right, listen. So, all right, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
And when we go to this next segment, I gotta have this conversation.
Let's do it.
I want to know something. We'll see that next segment, same segment. All right, the happy Corbin thing. I was fine, like happy Corbin, okay, but because I thought that we were gonna like go to another Corbin, or he would eventually go back to Baron. Like I'm sick. Like I don't need him as happy Corbin. Like you know what I mean? I thought he was gonna get over that eventually.
He pulls it off so well, so I'm not mad at it.
Okay, so you're right. We can keep happy Corbin. I'm not too sold on it either way. Because Baron to me is like Alexa Bliss. If you give him shit, he turns it into gold, and I would expect it.
Chicken salad.
Baron Corbin, somebody in my mind that WWE should never let go, because if you let him go, he's gonna become what he needs to be, and that's like that fucking mega. Like he should be a mega star. Baron Corbin's good. Here's my question: whose daughter, or maybe son? I don't know. It's 2021. Whose daughter or son did Madcap Moss fuck and piss off that they got his name as Madcap Moss? This is a guy who looks good. I don't know if he can talk, but I don't think his name needs to be something like Madcap Moss is the effectiveness of like naming a guy on the NFL, like a DB number 34. You're like, you have no pull. You probably suck. Like, but then obviously he can't suck because you put him on television early. So, but why Madcap Moss?
It's like Bearcat Lee. What's up with all these cats and all this shit?
No, well, Bearcat he got because of the other old, black wrestlers, stuff like that. Like I get it, like for some reason we don't do that with black people, we don't do that with no one else. But
that's what I'm saying. Why they didn't even have to do that to Keith Lee? That's what I'm saying. They did not. Keith Lee.
Do we see white wrestlers paying homage to older white wrestlers?
Only one I think is like Dolph Ziggler. He pays homage to HBK all the time. It seems like.
But listen, black people, we want true equality. In certain shit, we listen. In certain regards, yes, we have to pay remembrance and homage. Don't get me twisted. But if you ask me, did I need Bearcat fucking a homage from Keith Lee? I would say no. Now,
and with the basketball shorts, Keith Lee with the basketball shorts as well. All right, back to Mad Cat, whatever his name. Mad Cat.
No. We have to go to the next segment, baby.
What's his name? Mad Cat. Bad Cat. Bad.
It's Bearcat, but no.
The one with Corbin.
Madcap Ross.
Madcap Ross. There we go.
Jesus Christ. We'll skip him. We're gonna leave that alone. Now we're at they have the next picks. So Drew McIntyre's coming to SmackDown, which I like.
Thank God. You said it. It's like, he needs to get away from all this. I could see him being a champion on SmackDown. I'm cool with that.
Yes. I need to see him and Roman go beef. You have Randy Orton and Matt Riddle staying on Raw. I like it. SmackDown gets the New Day. I'm impartial on it. Like, okay, you just
brought them together.
Fuck. Like, don't even get me started. Now Raw has Edge. After that, Drew McIntyre talks to Caleb Braxton, whatever. Okay, good, cool. He obviously says he's going after the bloodline, whatever. I don't care. Now. I want to talk about some of the best work I've seen out of Seth Rollins, or as I like to say, a fucking big dumb version of Justin. Because like me, Justin, he low key does look like my partner if my partner had fucking longer hair. A darker, like a more of Italian look, and he had that stupid fucking beard. But they do favor each other. We call him another word in my house, but I won't say that fucking on air. I just say we call him R-worded Justin. So R-worded Justin, which is Seth Rollins, got on screen and did some of the best work I've ever seen of him. He goes into fucking Edge's house. Son, Let me tell you something. He did so many things right. You go in someone's house. First of all, he's got shit on this fucking kitchen counter. You throw your coat on the kitchen island table. Woo! Set me off immediately. I was like, oh, he's disrespectful. Opens up his motherfucking goddamn fridge, grabs the orange juice and an apple, which he didn't even peel the apple off of. He's a psychopath. Anybody who eats an apple without peeling it is a psychopath. I mean, peeling of the sticker. He didn't take the sticker off. He was eating it with the sticker. He's a fucking psychopath.
First of all, he didn't even rinse off the apple. That made me uncomfortable.
It's fucking crazy. So this is what he does. He doesn't rinse off the apple. He grabs the goddamn fucking orange juice. And the orange juice has obviously been using. What does he do? He sits down at this man's kitchen table.
Feet up.
He sits and eats with his children. Puts his feet up. Bites the apple. Drinks out the orange juice without fucking pouring it in a cup, backwashing to the poor heavens. After he does that, he shits on the kids' artwork. Listen, Edge, I get the kids. This sucks. Then after that, he gets his ass up, searching the house, walks by where the kids leave their fucking the goddamn school books and shit, shits on that. Goes into either Beth Phoenix's or Adam's office. You couldn't tell.
Study room,
by the
whatever.
setup.
Yeah.
He sits on the couch like Dave Chappelle did for fucking goddamn the Chappelle show.
The Oprah
sat
skit,
on there and just not the Oprah skit for the fucking Rick James skit.
Oh yeah,
the way that Rick was laid out on fucking on Eddie Murphy's couch, laid out on the couch, puts on the fire display, talking shit. Edge freaks out, calling people, saying, I'm going to call David, something like that to go there. Yeah, that's pretty interesting that he said that on live national television.
No one picked it up, and I was like, wait.
Okay, WWE. Like, I'm going to David, and be down there. Like, just don't go damn the groceries. This was the best Seth Rollins segment I've ever seen. And now I'm excited, like not for nothing. He's another guy you're going to have to do something. WWE is making some guys, but you're going to have to do. I need to see that title back on Seth Rollins' waist.
Yeah.
Seth is giving you some of the greatest shit. It's amazing.
He has like that Joaquin Phoenix Joker shit going for him, just with the arms and doing all that shit and being extra. Yeah. And it works. It reminded me of, remember when what's his name did the Diamond Dallas Page. Remember he did the whole thing stalking Undertaker's.
Oh yeah, DDP versus Undertaker when he was stalking
fun.
Sarah.
But the cool part about like Seth is like Seth don't need to do this. He doesn't have to. He's doing it because he is menacing. Diamond Dallas Page coming from WCW, he had the show like, yo, I'm crazy, I could do this. Seth is doing it because he is a socialist. He's like, nah, I'm doing this because I want to mess with you.
You've done this, you asshole. I didn't think you were coming to SmackDown, so I came to your house.
Yeah, he's like, all right, you know what? I don't believe what you say. Any words, well, you know what? I came to you. First of all, I'm not gonna lie. When you were talking about the apple shit, and he took the bite, and I saw him almost bite the sticker, I was like, ah, like it was so nasty,
bro. I was fucking like, what are we doing here? Like, bro, what are we really doing here? This is very interesting.
And when he said, "Thank God the kids look like Beth," bro, it was getting so disrespectful.
He was throwing shots, even though a fucking young Edge was a very attractive man. I'm even older.
He looks great now, as old as he is.
All right, so on to the next segment, though. Yeah. So you have fucking Liv Morgan going against fucking Carmella.
I love Carmella. She is fucking hilarious. She is hilarious. She makes it work.
Can I say something? I want to clap it up for two people. I want to clap it up for Corey Graves bagging Carmella, but I also have to clap it up for Carmella bagging Corey Graves. That's an aggressively good-looking fucking couple of those two. It's a little bit aggressive. What, you don't think so?
Corey, his teeth don't do it for me.
Everything else is fine. So
Google
now listen.
Google his teeth. Go ahead.
Corey Graves?
Google his teeth. I'm about to upset you.
Oh, it's fucking what's the name? So what's the name's teeth? His teeth are fine. What's wrong with them?
Maybe he got him fixed.
I'm looking at his teeth now. They seem perfectly fine. Like Damian Priest's teeth are worse, and we're fine with him.
Huh? Yeah, but it's different because he's tall, tan, and terrific. So
Fucking Corey Graves is pretty tall, and he's tattooed. He's not dark, but either way, I'm fine with Corey Graves.
I don't know. Corey, he don't do it for me. Maybe I'm biased. Maybe I'm jealous. He has Carmella. I don't know, but Corey Graves doesn't do it for me.
He sure enough did get Carmella.
I know.
Yes,
he did. Probably.
Looks like it, right?
Yeah.
So
got that Machine Gun Kelly vibe, you know.
Probably just regardless. But Liv Morgan lost this match to Carmella.
First of all, I don't know who did Liv Morgan's hair and decided to give her the interesting bangs, but they fucked her look up. I didn't like it. They should have kept Liv staying the same. They changed her whole look.
Well, hold on. Actually, Carmella won that match. Actually, I'm lying.
It wasn't a match though.
I did. Yeah, it was just like Carmella just got the better of the exchange.
She came out with the mask from the movie The Mask, and like, yeah, I don't know. Like Liv Morgan, like, are they trying to bury? What are they trying to do with her? Because she's
over. Like the people love her.
Yeah, I know, but they're fucking up her look. Like, why are they giving her these weird little bangs and shit like that? Yo, leave Liv Morgan alone.
Listen, either way, then after that, you have SmackDown announces that SmackDown selected Baron Corbin and Madcap Moss on his name. And then Raw selected Ripley and Nikki Ash for when they lose the titles and are limited to a brand. That's literally the reason that they said.
Yeah, I was like, what's the fucking point? Like, they should, if they lose it, they lose it. But yeah.
Sonya announced something. And let me tell you what she said in this stable, this team. Fucking money. Hit Rose on SmackDown. You can't call a better thing. God damn, it's good. Hit Row coming to SmackDown. I'm not mad at it. And Raw selects Keith Lee. And then you have New Day coming out. New Day and Street Profits come out to the ring, right? Now you have Otis, Chad Gable, Dolph Ziggler, and Robert Roode going against the New Day and the Street Profits.
No respect. No respect for Robert Roode or Dolph Ziggler ever.
Because those guys are Teflon. Like, they're gonna stay where they are in the card. People believe in them. Keep them as a tag team. Excuse me. Keep them together. They can help guys get over certain things.
You could have done so much more with Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler. It's just upsetting. Any program that they're in, I kind of
how old is Dolph Ziggler? Like Dolph Ziggler is
Dolph Ziggler's like 42, I think, like that.
41.
40, yeah. And then Robert Roode, I think, is like 45, 46.
Dolph Ziggler is.
He could have been something. He could have been the perfect heel. He been like HBK.
They fucked him up with that Alberto Del Rio shit. But Dolph Ziggler is that guy's a guy. Like I love me some Dolph Ziggler.
He looks fun, man. Like he's perfect too. He's like in that in-betweener role. Like, he's a dick. He's conceited, but you could believe it, you know?
I enjoy him.
Yep, 1,000%.
I
was like, whatever. Because I like the Street Profits, don't get me wrong. I do. I like the New Day, but I'm like, the disrespect, I won't watch it. I still I don't know them personally, but I'm like, I just can't.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah, man.
I've no disrespect to Angelo Dawkins. I like Dawkins. I really do. But the first time I saw the Street Profits, when I saw Montez Ford, do you know what I thought of? Immediately.
Superstar.
The Rock.
Yeah.
When I saw Montez Ford, when I said, this guy's the next Rock, and you got to get him away from fucking Dawkins.
Dawkins is good, though.
You know what I need from Dawkins?
Lose weight.
No.
Stop wearing basketball shorts.
Listen to me. Yeah, listen to me. Listen to me. If I'm WWE, right? We're a $1 billion company. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do what they do for movie stars. I'm going to pay somebody. I'm going to pay them to transform the body of Dawkins. And I'm going to pay them to show Dawkins how to sustain that at home and how to sustain that on the road. Right? You got 1 year. Movie stars do it in fucking 4 months. You got 1 year because I can't have you use the sauce. Change his body type because I want to bring him back as Dawkins is a heel to me. He's not a babyface. He's trying to be a babyface, but he's not. You let Dawkins be a bad guy. Dawkins is a legitimate college state wrestler out of Ohio State. You let Dawkins be that. Let Dawkins be that guy. Don't put him with Alpha Academy.
It'll be too soon.
Here's what you do. You know what kind of guy Dawkins is to me? Dawkins is Bad News Brown. And people who may ask who Bad News Brown is, y'all may know him as Stone Cold Steve Austin. Because everything that Stone Cold Steve Austin stands for, Bad News Brown did it way before him. You let Dawkins be like the 2021 version of Bad News Brown. And obviously with his personality, I'm telling you, that's where you go. That's what you do. And the thing that you do is you let Montez and him have some issues. Let Montez go over because you know you're going home for a year. But when you come back, you're going to fuck Montez up because Montez is going to be doing Montez things getting over. And then you let Dawkins go over in that one.
Yeah, but I don't want. That's the problem, though. Is like because
I don't want them together.
The Street
I don't want
Profits
them together. No,
but they're so over. You can't.
So listen, they're over, but they're not like New Day over. They're not over whereas they're making you a whole bunch of money over. Like they're not. Like no offense, but I think you make more money with them if you have Dawkins as a heel and fucking Montez as the babyface. Let Montez become The Rock.
When I saw Montez, the first time I saw Montez,
look at Montez when he fought Roman last week.
Yeah, I agree. The first time I saw it was when I started watching WWE again was during the COVID era, and how he got so hyped. This is before they were in the dome, the Thunderdome, right? There was no camp, there was nothing. It was empty, and he stole a room that had no fucking people in it.
Exactly. Is that you have to. I'm not saying this to be an asshole, but you have to, because I'm not saying this to say that Angelo Dawkins couldn't be good. When I'm saying that he could be Bad News Brown, is Bad News Brown with correct booking should have been that guy. Like Angelo Dawkins can be a good, but he doesn't have a lot of like babyface personality.
Angelo Dawkins is good with the Street Profits. He'll be great on his own.
Yes.
It's like certain it's like when we want like an all-star basketball team. We want all-stars. Sometimes the stars don't always work well together. They're good on their own team. It's because of how they work. Don't get me wrong, they're great together. But then you could see that Montez is a great baby face, and then Dawkins is an okay baby face. I get it.
Yes,
I see what you're saying. It's like seeing Keith Lee as a heel. You're like, it doesn't work right now.
No. But I think Angelo, like if they would have let Angelo Dawkins be, don't call him Bearcat, but you let Angelo Dawkins be the baby face. Yep. I mean the heel. We got something. I think that's what we got. But all right. So now is the main event, even though there were actually 3 wrestling matches on fucking SmackDown. The main event is Bianca Belair versus Sasha Banks. And can I tell you something, Juan?
What's up, bro?
Thank you, WWE, for not only having wrestlers, but really attractive women. Because I objectify, and here's the thing, people. I don't want people to be like, oh my God, are you objectifying women? I objectify men too. I am an equal opportunist. I cross both sides of the street. So I'm going to call it what I see it. The fact that you have Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks in there wrestling, you're hitting the senses. You see what I'm saying? Like it's Becky Lynch in there. We're fucking it's grooving. Even the finish. This was a good match. I enjoyed it a lot. What do you like? I have nothing bad to say about it. It set up Crown Jewel perfectly.
It set it up perfectly, and it almost picks off right where SummerSlam ended for Sasha Banks. And it worked perfectly because they didn't change Sasha's character. She came back. Listen, I took some time off. Who cares? Deal with it. You're going to watch regardless. But weirdly with her outfit, right? I thought maybe she had a knee injury, right? The Giants fucking with you. The Giants fucking with you right now. I see you're mad,
bro. It's 21-18. The fucking Saints. Fucking hate that shit. But like, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But you saw like Sasha, she had that weird outfit, right, with her leg and stuff. I'm like, oh shit, maybe she has the Stone Cold knee brace. I thought she was injured. But then I saw her Hurricanrana bitches. I was like, oh, okay, no, she's just fine.
Sasha Banks is fucking beautiful. Shout out to her boyfriend.
Are they still together?
Husband.
Are they still together? That weirdo?
Yeah, they are. Good for him.
Good for him. Yo, he must be another one.
All right. So Gio, coming from someone who has done that a few times, you know what I'm saying, seen guys, whatever the case may be. I myself am a surprise to people. That guy doesn't have he doesn't have that trait. He's not a surpriser.
Maybe. I don't know though, maybe. Because he bagged her.
You can tell the way people are built.
You can and you can't. Sometimes I'm like,
nah, for the most part, no.
Maybe he's that.
I know you know as an athlete because we've been in showers and stuff like that. No, it's the truth. It's the truth. As an athlete, you see people and you're just like, I didn't expect that, but I see what this is. And something's not in a good way. Sometimes you're just like, didn't expect that one. Okay, guy. But
I'm just like, damn, like
that guy doesn't have it.
No. But great match. I like where it's going.
It's a good match. You can't go wrong with Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, and fucking Sasha Banks. I think WWE
fucking money, all of them, money. You could, it don't matter.
I'm gonna tell you this. Vince McMahon sat back. You know what he realized? Bianca Belair is gonna be a bigger star than fucking Rhea Ripley. You wanna know why? You wanna know why he said that? He said that. You know why he said it? Because he put Rhea Ripley in a tag team. He's letting Bianca Belair stay as a mainstay and be the second woman chosen after fucking Charlotte Flair. No, he knows what it is. He's like, nah, Bianca's money. That's money right there. Like that's what you want in a champion. She literally checks everything.
Strong, athletic, beautiful, clean slate. Like you can't ask for anything more.
And can go. Oh, we tied it up. We tied it up. Let's go. Let's go. It's 21-all. Let's go. The Giants are always here. We're never not here. You understand me? Fight until the end and go. Let's go. Let's go. Now listen. WWE Smackdown was great. The same way it was Raw. Wonderful time. Wonderful.
I can't hear you, bro. I think Mike fucked up now from all the screaming.
Seriously?
Speaking to it?
Fuck you. You can hear me because I can hear myself on your mics.
No, I can hear you, but like it sounds lower.
What about now?
Still sounds pretty low. I don't know. That's weird. Damn.
Really?
There you go. Now you go. Certain angles.
Okay, I guess. What about now? Can you hear me fine?
I don't know. It doesn't sound the same.
Really?
Right there.
Huh. So because I was screaming earlier.
No, now it sounds better. Now it sounds normal.
Okay, so we're good.
Now you're good. Yeah, it sounded it was like it was half of what you sound like.
I probably spiked because I was screaming and
now it sounds good. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
I had to turn some things up. This is fucking crazy. This is fucking crazy right now. We're on fucking 1-10. It's the fourth quarter, 23 seconds left. The goddamn James Winston has the ball. Yes, he missed the target. All right, people, listen, this has been a No Sell podcast. We fucking talked about everything. We're on SmackDown. Right now, the Giants are doing well. I'm trying to leave on that same energy because I got chores to do. I'm going to fucking finish watching this game. I'm going to smoke. I got to wash the dog and fuck. Excuse me. I'm going to walk him first. Then I'm going to clean his fucking room. Then I'm going to wash his ass. And then I'm going to be fucking for a great night later tonight watching the Bucks and the fucking Patriots. I'm going to be hanging out with Justin. So my life is great. Gio's doing well. He's going to be fucking killing it. His project is killing it. Life is fucking going well. His wife is going to be fucking coming home later today. He's going to have some fun. Listen, peace, love, and chicken. You have anything else to leave the people with, Gio?
Nothing, man. But next week, I think it's just fun that we just fuck with people. Yeah, we're going to talk about AEW next week. We're going to talk about AEW.
One day we will.
We will. It's gotten good. It's gotten good.
It's just got to get better. Because don't get me wrong, because WWE in certain regards was going down. They're trying to make a comeback. But you know what? Maybe Gio and I will be talking after this, and we'll be trying to figure some things out for y'all in regards to AEW.
But
maybe we will.
I never have words at the end. You kill it. You tell people what I'm a simple man. I'm happy with the podcast. Like, share, subscribe. That's all we ask. Like,
that's all we ask.
Share, subscribe.
Like,
if you a weirdo like me that likes watching podcasts and seeing what the people actually pull up, watch this motherfucker on YouTube. If you just need something fast in the car, find it on Spotify.
And what is your brother's podcast name again?
The Mac and Zach Mac versus Zach podcast.
Make sure you check out the. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I'm pulling it up again because I be messing up names. Because
make sure you check out. I thought it was Zach versus Mac podcast.
It is Zach versus. It is it's Mac
versus
Zach. No, it is the Mac versus Zach podcast.
Y'all make sure you check out the Mac versus Zach podcast. They're fucking really good shit. They're really the shit is good. I'm actually going to be talking to Gio a little bit later. Trying to talk to his brothers. Possibly, you may see Dean on there, may see them on the Black and the Berry talking about sports, whatever the case may be. You never fucking know. I don't know how they do things, but we'll see if I can get on in there and talk about some football. Now listen here. We're the No Hell Podcast, where we get your wrestling fucking needs. Peace, love, and motherfucking chicken. I am Dean. That is Gio. We are out. And listen to this on the way out. Oh yeah. Oh, is it playing?
Nope.
Oh yeah. Yeah, baby. Boom, 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 boom.